Check. Check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Top chat, live chat. What is up? I'm like, is this bad? Is the quality bad? Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. For your breaks, use default overlay. No. Edit. Customization. Live chat. Anyone. Slow mode. No. Cancel. Okay. Now I guess we just wait. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm like actually going to go on here and figure this out. I think this is the hardest part of not wait, check. Wait, check. What does that sound? Wait, check. What does that sound? Wait, check. I don't even know what's happening. All right, fine. I'm just gonna do this. I hope there's not like a ticking sound that's happening. Hi, Rob. So happy you're here. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, I am doing this until further notice because I seriously can't serve another table. I went on tour to the UK. I got back on Friday, so not that long ago. And to be honest, I've been kind of depressed. Just because being on tour is all I want to do with my life. And it makes me so happy and just fulfills everything that I want to do. However, yeah, it's hard to make it happen. You know, I feel like I also don't know if it's as hard to make it happen as I'm making it in my head. I also think I've had a lot of teammates that I've worked with where patience is a virtue. And I think that because I'm like kind of an impatient person, it's makes it even harder. And even if people are just kind of taking the time that needs to be taken, I'm like, okay, well, like, what about now? Like, let's do it now. Let's go on tour now. I just feel like I've been working so hard for so many years at this point, and I keep doing this thing where I will get a job and I will work, you know, like a dead end waitressing job, or like I'll be a nanny. I was doing website design for a little bit, but even when I was doing that, that could have been, you know, like a long-term situation had I really put my whole heart into it. I think that's kind of what keeps happening, is like my whole heart isn't in it. And it's very clear to the people that I'm working with that it's like, oh, she's great at this, like she's killing it, but you can tell like this isn't where her heart's at, because the whole time I'm like, oh, I have to be at a show tonight, or like I'll be late tomorrow because like I'm going to be playing until 3 a.m. in this bar, and I like can't go to this today because I'm going on tour tomorrow. Like, you know, it's always like plays second fiddle to being a musician. And that's because it is second fiddle, and everything will be second fiddle. And I don't come from money. I don't have money myself, but I've always found a way to make it work. So for the next 30 days, I'm actually going to like make this happen and try to make this happen and do my best. I think I have like $100 in my bank account right now. Quit my job because they were like giving me a bunch of, it's literally a waitressing job, and it was so terrible, like the way they treat their employees, and just the actual restaurant in itself is just so poorly managed. It's like very hard to watch. That I was like, basically I got I was going to get back a day later from Ireland because my flight got delayed and then got canceled. So then I had to get a new one the next day. And my manager like fully started like reaming me in front of the group chat with everybody in it. Like didn't even text me separately because I texted him. I was like, hey, just so you know, my flight got delayed. Like I'm gonna be able to like come the next day, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. Mind you, this is an international flight. And he was like, well, this could be grounds for them to move forward. And I was like, move forward with what? You guys have 2 servers left, like literally 2 servers left, and I'm the 3rd. So what do you mean you're gonna fire me over this? Messaged them, refused to give me my main manager's number during this time. So I just emailed them the whole situation. And in the email, I was like, I think it's probably time for me to go. Like I've worked so hard for this place, and like just to get disrespected like this, it's just kind of like the final straw for me. He did email me back and was really nice about everything, and yeah, was like cool about everything, but I haven't even responded to him. And I don't think I'm going to. Like, there's just no point. Like, there's just no point. So, anyways, it's gonna be an interesting ride. But I have to be better about not letting these things affect what I'm doing, because I know I'm a good person and I know I worked really hard at that job, but it's a dead-end waitressing job. You know what I mean? And like, that's the thing, is they can bring any higher up person in there and they can change everything. And it doesn't matter if I had worked there for years and years and years. Like, it doesn't matter. You're not the boss. You're a little worker bee. But yeah, today I have some inserts that I need to sign. I'll show you guys my album. That I'm so excited to show. What is it? Oh, not the eBay. Got taken off eBay. Cute. Okay, so this is it. Where are we at, YouTube? Okay. Isn't this so cute? So yeah, this is the vinyl. Like, that is the picture disc. So like, that is the actual record. It's super, super sick. It comes with this signed insert, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I signed like 300 of them already, but we now have, it didn't send me enough, so I'm gonna sign the rest of them now. Oh my god, it's Hinder. What's up? Hinder, this is my day 1 of being an unemployed artist. It's like so hard, you guys, also because I low-key envy people. Sorry. I low-key envy people that don't stress about money. Because I always stress about money. Like, I woke up this morning. You guys are gonna think I'm so cheeky for this, but I really don't care. Like, this because I can't see myself how other people see me sometimes. And it's like crazy to me sometimes that like even though I'm not like famous really, like I have a level of fame that other people like covet in a way, but I'm not doing anything to like monetize or make that fame like a real like a real thing, because I'm just waitressing tables. So I'm like, I woke up this morning and I bought 2 courses. One is like basically creating like faceless YouTube videos to try to like monetize a separate YouTube channel, because YouTube is really rewarding new channels right now, which also stressed me out because I've had like that's the thing is all these apps like we're rewarding new accounts, new accounts, new accounts. I'm like, so I'm supposed to make an entire new TikTok and like start from zero and like abandon this one, or do I like do two? I'm just like trying to figure it out, right? And then YouTube, I guess they're rewarding new accounts. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do this faceless YouTube thing. And then I also bought a course for like personal branding with like literally the last money I had left. I was like, I have to figure this out. Like, I really have to figure this out. This is so cute. I'm obsessed with them. Yeah. So it was just interesting. So yeah, these will be getting sent back today so that they can actually be. Sorry, I know that sounds probably not the most fun. Sorry, almost done. So I'm going to sign these today, send these back to Vertigo. I have a call with him at 11. In like 30 minutes, I have a call with him because we're dropping a Hellcat vinyl. And that is my last record. That's what Bad Bad Liar was on. Rob, I don't know if you're here right now still. Sorry, guys. The worst sound in the world, maybe. If you're still here, you're a real fan. But basically, we're dropping a Hellcat vinyl. And I'm praying to the good Lord that it gets sold out the way that this one did. I really am. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. It's going to be different, but the album is different. So I didn't think it needed the same kind of like whimsy. Jesus Christ, this is a shit show. I didn't think it needed the same like whimsical picture disc. I feel like it needed to be more kind of like sexy and Western and shit. So we're basically gonna have a call because we agreed to put it out on the 2-year anniversary of Hellcat, which is how are we gonna put these so you can see me signing them. Which is April 30th. And then I don't know, something's like happening with the discs and them being too expensive from the person that they're getting them from. But I'm like also confused by that because I'm like, he's the one that recommended going with these people. So the fact that it's all of a sudden super expensive to go with them, I'm like, but basically what I'm going to tell him is, well, you guys will probably be on the phone for the call. So we'll wait until see that. This is so many. But anyways, how is everyone else doing? Do you guys think I'm crazy? Is it giving insanity that I'm like just going balls to the wall unemployed about this? Or what? That's another thing why I wanted to go live on here. I don't think I've ever gone live on YouTube before, that's on me. But basically, in order to monetize your YouTube, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, which shout out, I do. But then you have to have, I think it's like 4,000 watch hours within a year, which isn't that much either. But because I don't like post all the time, it's not as often. So I'm like, okay, what can I do to make this happen? And they're like, go live on YouTube. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this probably every day until I reach my goal and see what happens. Like, can we play music? Is that like a thing? Lo-fi. Oh, you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear some unreleased stuff that I'm really excited for? Wait, am I allowed to do that? Hold up. Let's see this really quick. It's not mixed, but that's okay. I'll play it off my phone. It's easier. I think you guys will be fine listening to it. All right, 3 people, that's okay. You guys hear that? Thank you, Hinder. Me too. I'm pretty sure like everyone's broke right now. You know what I mean? We'll make it happen though. I'm gonna go get a new Sharpie. Okay, where did I put this? So cute. So cute. So fucking cute. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. What are we gonna do right now? Oh, I'm gonna go to Bella Sharpie. Have you guys seen this music video? Because we need to watch it. We need to watch it. Got picked up on the corner of Fifth Street by a man dressed in red. He asked me, honey, where do you live? I said, mostly inside of my head. Watched all the street lights reflecting, dancing off the wet pavement stains. He said, I need to know where you need to go. Said, honey, it's all the same. I'm in the hell in the back of a jacked up Cadillac, yeah. High as hell, smacking my handshake, talking my smacking. High as hell in the back High as hell, smacking my head, shaking, talking my smacking. Woke up in a smoky room about 2:22, surprised to see you by my side. Would've liked to sleep a little longer, but I thought you'd be a goner by the time the light pierced inside. You know I got my demons. I saw you thinking that I'd never make it out alive. So I hopped on top of my horse, didn't say a word more, baby. Know that I like to ride. Oh, I've been to hell in the back of a jacked up Cadillac, yeah. High as hell, smoking my hash, I'm talking my smack, yeah. High as hell in the back of a jacked up Cadillac, yeah. High as hell, smoking my hash, I'm talking my smack, yeah. Awkwardly in here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Found it. Love that freaking thing. I love it. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of living for this YouTube thing right now. Okay, how much time do we have? Okay, I have like 15 minutes before I have to get on this call with Noah. You guys are gonna... How do I do this? Hold on. I'm sorry, this is like what this is gonna be. Okay, I'm right here. I have to sign these, and I'm also like feel like I need to probably take content for them because this is cool. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool that I sold these out the way I did. It's so cool that I'm getting to sign records and people actually care. Like that's amazing. It's so amazing. And it's important to remember stuff like that. Okay. We're gonna go like this. And we can go like but I also want like I feel like that's good. Let's go away. This metal so much. I need to work on it more. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. Take my glasses off for it. Cute. Okay. I think that's probably good. Oh. Don't want to sacrifice the integrity of the signatures. This is why I get discouraged, because I'm like, I just need to keep going live though. That's the thing. I just have to keep going live and not get discouraged based off of just shit that's out of my control. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. Back to here. Oh, Hunter, you're number one now. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Nailed it. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna like put this over me. And then a little bit of adjustment. Oh, no, it's calling me. Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Hell yeah.
I guess I'll let you dive into this. What questions do you have for me?
Okay, so basically, with the Hellcat vinyl. So
Yes.
I just went on tour to the UK. And
Yes.
as you know, like basically just in any business, but obviously music is also a part of that, takes money to make money type situation. So when we agreed on the April 30th drop, one, I think it was really cool about like, you know, it's the 2-year anniversary, and I feel like everyone was really excited for that, especially kind of like the cult fans that I know are gonna buy one. And you know, I also was kind of lining that up with like what I make from this drop I'm gonna use to
We're not moving date.
Okay, so the date's gonna be the same.
Yeah. I also have positioned right after a launch we're doing for Zara Larson. So it's like all of these people that are gonna be discovering us through that.
Okay.
Your drop's gonna be literally the next day.
Okay.
Because I thought that positioning could be smart.
Okay, perfect. No, you're the best. Then I don't even need to have, then that was really it, because I'm just like gonna make the money, gonna pay the band type thing. And I was like, oh shit, am I gonna have to figure something else out? So I was just gonna say, whatever, if you need me to adjust anything, I'm more than happy to do that so we can have the same drop, or at least like around
you send the inserts back though, right?
Yeah. I sent those back today. I can give you those.
Okay.
Give you that number.
Okay, cool. I could have totally sent you a label for that, but you were on top of things. Have you had like a lot of labels reaching out?
Not really. Like I don't even know what's happening. Like I feel like I'm just like depressed because I just got off tour, but I haven't really had labels like reach out to my personal email. I don't know if they have to my team, and my team's just not telling me because they're trying to like basically like bargain and get the best deal. But why do you ask?
Well, we're kind of exploring label territory, and we're talking to a couple of clients now about different setups, but we offer pretty generous deals that just focus on physicals. And then we also do the DSP and get you a really good rate on that, and you wouldn't have to submit it through wherever you're submitting it through. We work with a client that is direct with like Spotify and Apple Music, and we can offer some pretty fat advances too. We're talking to a really small, like up and coming like rock artist from New York City, and I have a call with her later today where we're just setting the basics, but it's a super short-term deal, so we wouldn't really be involved for that long. We're just there to promote the hell out of a release for a year and do a profit split with everything we get in that short time period. But we're mostly just trying to grow artists, not really like take control over their music long term. So
and
I don't know if that's something you're interested in.
Oh my gosh, 100%. Like, and the thing is, that's like such a solid business plan as a label, because the reason why these bare labels they're becoming obsolete is because they try to overtake and stuff. So to like just stay in it with a year for one release is like really kind of the way to do it. I also think you guys just like, I don't know, I just feel like you have like a really good understanding. You're also really easy to work with. Like that was the thing with like the last label I was with. Like it was, my team found it really hard to work with them because it like, no offense to them, but it was like well, honestly, whatever. They were just like a bunch of like LA frat guys that like,
Yeah,
you
no, I
know,
hate that.
would
Oh my
like,
God, I got off a call with people like that the other day, and it like actually made me feel sick. They're so like, and the funny thing is like, they don't know what they're talking about. Like their Valley Girl accent from the men, like,
oh my God, I know. And
it makes you think they know what they're talking about, but they got not a single clue.
yeah, literally, like the last record label I was with, their name is Broke, and they were like,
Yeah.
they're like basically they will just use the marketing budget to like pay like all these different like Saudi like accounts on TikTok that will just be like, oh, claim this sound for October, but it's like not actually getting real listeners. Where I'm like, you could so easily take my brand that people are already connecting with, and like if you had literally $30,000 is what they had to like actually like put in the work, or even just give it to my team and they can run the ads for you if it's a workload situation. Like
these are some dudes that love Frank Ocean,
literally
and have rich parents that got an inheritance, and they're like, oh yeah, I want to get into music, but they have no idea where to start.
Literally,
we work with a partner at this company called Many Hats to do digitals. So they do like the digitals for like Mitski, Alex G, Jane Remover. They know what they're doing. They have a full team. They have a management company and 2 labels. And basically we just partner with them to do digitals, and we push physicals. And then we make these pretty like in-depth marketing plans. We reach out to different contacts, like usually around Nashville, LA, and New York City, that can do like podcasts, content, etc., like collaborations to get surface attention to these artists. And it's very, very short term. We're not these, I don't know, a lot of these larger labels have so much money from their big artists that they offer just these terrible deals to smaller artists because they can, where they're going to own their music forever, essentially. Oh my goodness, one of my employees shaved all his hair off. Oh my God.
He's bald.
But yeah, I mean, maybe this is something that you might want to set up a call about.
I would love to. I really would. Like, it's just been so nice like working with you, and I really feel like I'm not the kind of person that's like, when I get a label, because I've had 2 labels so far, and I understand that like.
Who were they?
One was very embarrassing, but it was called The Machine, and it was basically like I was in the start of my career, and I just like really needed money. My family's like, they're broke. Like I didn't come from any kind of money. Even being a musician, they were like, what are you doing? I'm just like, sorry guys. But
Yeah.
regardless, like I just haven't had any like help in that way. So I was really anxious to like, I need money. And so it was this guy who basically ran like a label out of his living room pretty much, but he was like, okay, here's a $40,000 advance. And so that got the first project off. We actually ended up like cutting ties because, you know, it wasn't a legitimized business. So I was able to get out of that deal. And then I signed with Broke last year in like September. Maybe actually no, the year before that. So they just did like a 1 record situation. And then, you know, I think really when it comes down to it is, if you get a label that is willing to put in the work at all for you as an artist, you're very, very lucky. But you really need to treat it as like they're giving you an advance. You need to do everything you can as an artist to like make it work. Like the label is just not going to randomly become a thing that makes you make it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't.
Is Broke like Susanna's?
Yeah, I've like literally. No, I wanted to tell you about this tea like actually so bad, but I just like can't bring myself to, because I don't want it to seem like I'm being a hater, and I don't want it to seem like I'm not supporting all women, because I am.
No, Saint Evangeline, this one client that we work with, has given me like so much lore on these artists, and it's like really good to know. She's one of my closest friends in the industry. We see each other almost every week, get coffee, and the things I've heard about some of these, like, I don't know. There's some backstabbers, and there's some people that will copy your stuff and actually feel no remorse whatsoever, and will treat it